Assalamu alaikum. This is Rokia Samia welcoming you all to the English news from BTV Chattogram. Let's begin with the headlines. Election Commission instructs to clear NID correction applications by 30th June as around 2 lakh applications still pending. Buet developed 3-wheeled battery-powered e-rickshaws to be launched on trial basis in the capital in August. Separate administrative system to be launched for Matarbari Deep Seaport, says shipping advisor. US President Donald Trump indicates ceasefire in Gaza war possible within week. And Bangladesh suffers 78-run innings defeat against Sri Lanka at final test in Colombo. Viewers, those were the headlines. Now moving on to the details. In the past month, the Election Commission has resolved 1,88,711 national ID applications across the country. However, around 1,90,000 NID correction applications are still pending nationwide. The Election Commission has set a deadline of June 30 for field officers to clear these pending applications. At the start of the correction process, the number of unresolved applications stood at 3,70,000. While the crash program was ongoing, more new applications were submitted. In total, the Commission began work with over 5 lakh applications. Currently, the EC's server holds data on approximately 12 crore 18 lakh voters. Due to various issues in their NIDs, many of them have applied for corrections depending on the complexity of the issues. The Commission is processing the applications in different categories. Director General of the NID Wing, ASM Humayun Kabir, stated that a crash program has been launched to expedite the correction process. He mentioned that they are making efforts to ensure that no application remains pending. Most of the NID errors occur due to faults on the authorities' end. Therefore, the newly formed Election Commission aims to complete the correction process as quickly as possible to reduce public suffering. Eco-friendly and safe vehicles are set to debut on the streets of Dhaka. In the first phase, Buet developed 3-wheeled battery-powered e-rickshaws will be launched on a trial basis in 3 areas of the capital. Starting from the first week of August, these e-rickshaws will initially operate in Polton and Dhanmondi under Dhaka South City Corporation and in Uttara under Dhaka North City Corporation. According to Asif Mahmood Shajib Bhuiya, advisor to the Ministry of Local Government, Rural Development and Cooperatives. He shared this information at the inauguration of a training program for low-speed 3-wheeled battery-powered e-rickshaws held at the Dhaka North City Corporation office in the afternoon. The LGD advisor said that along with the police, student involvement in traffic management will also be increased. Speakers at the event mentioned that unauthorized rickshaws will gradually be removed from 2 zones of the 2 city corporations. Work is underway to ensure charging takes place only at approved charging stations. The new rickshaws will be available on the market from the beginning of August. The research team behind the rickshaw was led by Professor Mohammad Ehsan from the Department of Mechanical Engineering at Buet. He stated that an e-rickshaw with hydraulic brakes, a safe frame and an energy-efficient unit will cost less than 2 lakh taka. The rickshaw features include rear view mirrors, indicators, a windshield, a canopy, powerful headlights and control unit. The speed will be limited to 30 km per hour and the operating cost will be only 2.5 taka per kilometer. Shipping Advisor Brigadier retired M. Shakat Hossain said a separate administrative system named Matarbari Deep Sea Port Authority will be launched for the Matarbari Deep Sea Port. He said this at a briefing on various development projects of the Chattogram port in the conference room of the Chattogram port building today. Shipping Advisor said the finance advisor recognizes the issues at the port caused by customs officials' strike. The advisor stated that the economy of Bangladesh will be hit if there is a problem in the port. A decision regarding on the management of the NCT will be taken within a couple of days, he added. Senior officials of the Chattogram port were present on the occasion. Advisor to the Planning Ministry, Wahiduddin Mahmood, held a view exchange meeting with divisional and district administration officials in Chattogram today. Additional Divisional Commissioner Sharmin Jahan presided over, among others, CD Mayor Dr. Shahadat Hossain, BGP Southeast Region Commander Brigadier General H.M. Shahriar Iqbal, CDA Chairman Engineer Nurul Amin, City Corporation Chief Executive Officer Sheikh Muhammad Tauhidul Islam, Divisional Health Director Dr. Ong Swipru Marma, WASA Managing Director Monwara Begum, Police Superintendent Saiful Islam Santu, and officials of various levels of administrative responsibilities and development project were present on the occasion. Now, international news. U.S. President Donald Trump believes a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas is possible within a week. Trump told this to the reporters at an event in the Oval Office of the White House on Friday to celebrate the Congo-Rwanda agreement. Trump said he believes the ceasefire in Gaza is very close. He had just talked to some of those working to end the conflict. Regarding the ceasefire, the Palestinian Independence Movement, Hamas, said it was ready to release the remaining hostages in Gaza as part of any agreement to end the war. However, Israel said the war will only end when Hamas is completely disarmed and eliminated. Hamas has refused to surrender its weapons. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump wants to bomb Iran again if it is able to enrich uranium to a level suitable for making nuclear weapons. The United States launched strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear facilities on June 21. Iran's supreme leader has insisted the U.S. gained no achievements from strikes on its nuclear facilities in his first public address since a ceasefire with Israel was agreed on Tuesday. Ayatollah Al-Khamenei said the strikes did not accomplish anything significant to disrupt Iran's nuclear program and described the retaliation against an American airbase in Qatar as dealing a heavy blow. It came as Washington doubled down on its assessment that the strikes had severely undermined Iran's nuclear ambitions. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said intelligence gathered by the U.S. and Israel indicated the operation significantly damaged the nuclear program, setting it back by years. Previously, U.S. President Donald Trump said the strikes against 3 key nuclear sites inside Iran totally obliterated them and has responded furiously to reports citing unnamed American officials suggesting the damage may have been less extensive than anticipated. Hospital sources in Gaza have said that at least 72 people have been killed in Israeli attacks across the territory over the past 24 hours. Gaza's government media office said at least 549 Palestinians were killed by Israeli forces while trying to access humanitarian supplies in the past 4 weeks, and a further 4,066 were injured at or near U.S. and Israeli-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation (GHF) aid distribution sites. In the 7-day period between June 17 and 23, the UN's Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs (OCHA) said It documented at least 23 attacks by Israeli settlers on Palestinians that resulted in casualties, property damage, or both. The attacks left one Palestinian man dead and 14 injured, OCHS said. Israel's war on Gaza has killed at least 56,259 people and wounded 132,458, according to Gaza's health ministry. A truck and a microbus collided on a road in Egypt on Friday, killing 22 people, officials said. The microbus was carrying workers on a regional road in the city of Ashmount in the Nile Delta province of Menofia as they were heading to work. According to a statement by the Labor Ministry, 3 people survived the crash. The victims, including the injured, were transferred to General Ashmount Hospital, according to local media reports. Labor Minister Mohammed Jebron ordered authorities to take the necessary measures to disburse compensation to victims' families, sending up to 2 lakh Egyptian pounds to the families of those deceased and 20,000 Egyptian pounds to each injured person.